What is ability? Ability can be defined in many different ways. Ability can be something that someone is capable of. Ability can be a superpower. Ability can be just about anything you want it to be, depending on how you look at things. Disability. What is that? A disability is when you see yourself not being able to do certain things. It limits you, and some people have this perspective. For a long time in my life, I've had this perspective, but things are going to change, and I'm going to see my disability as an actual ability. I can do things other people cannot do. I can do wheelies. I can jump curbs. I can do wheelie spins. I can go downstairs in this thing. I can do so many cool tricks in this wheelchair that quite a few people, they don't have this skill, and I do. So things are going to change. I'm going to make sure that I see myself in a more positive light, that I realize that I have a lot of gifts and talents because I'm in a wheelchair, and you guys should too. It is so important to believe that what you have is not a disability, it's an ability. Sure, there are some things that limit you, but even able-bodied people have things that limit them. And that is a very real and shocking realization. So, for me personally, from now on, in my vlogs, in everyday life, I'm going to start calling my disability an ability. Now, I'll probably mess up here and there, but eventually I'll get the hang of it. And I'm going to continue to call this an ability as much as I can, as much as I think about it. And I'm going to extend a challenge to you guys as well. Start calling your disability an ability, start thinking in that way. Start thinking positively about your situation and the fact that it is, in fact, an ability. There are so many unique talents that you guys have, whether you are in a wheelchair, on crutches, deafblind, I don't care. You have gifts. And some of you have not realized that because of your disability, you have gifts as well through your disability. I do too. And from now on, I'm going to recognize those abilities and call this an ability. I think this will be good because putting that in a positive light instead of a negative light will be really helpful, not just for us who have disabilities, but for able-bodied people as well. If we start seeing ourselves in a more positive light, other people that are able-bodied will also see that positivity. They're going to see us in a positive light as well. So that is basically what I'm trying to do, trying to make sure that not only we as people with our abilities, see them as abilities, but people that are able-bodied see our abilities for what they are as well, as gifts. And yeah, I say let's change the world one day at a time, one person at a time. So that is what I want for each and every one of us. I want all of us to be able to start thinking more positively about the situations we're in. I want us to practice every single day saying the word ability instead of disability, so that this can be a positive impact in our lives and in the lives of people around us. again, it's going to take a little time to get used to saying. A lot of times I'm going to mess up, a lot of times you're going to mess up. You're going to say disability quite a bit at first, but that's okay. Just start saying ability more and more, get used to the idea of saying it. And two things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to see a change in yourself. You're going to see that the way you look at your ability is going to help you see the positive side, and you're going to be a lot happier. Number two, people around you are going to also see your ability and see it in a positive way, and it's going to affect the world around you. It will. So here's my challenge. I would like for you guys, if you're watching this video, share it on your social media. Share it everywhere. Share it a lot. Let's get the word out that disability is now ability. Let's make this happen, guys. I know we can do it. And the more we can share that and, you know, put this out there to the world, the more the world can see this message, the more they can be involved too. And able-bodied people can start saying the word ability as well. And that's going to be a huge, huge change, I think, in how people view us and how we view ourselves as far as our abilities. So that is what I want to extend as a challenge to everybody that is watching this video, whether you have an ability or whether you don't. Let's make this work, guys.